And Jabba's sail barge has finally arrived. Hi, I'm Joshua Stallman, owner of Brooklyn Comic Shop, and we're here to do an unboxing of Jabba's sail barge, which was a limited edition pre-order from over a year wait. And it's finally here. This is a very large size playset. It's probably one of the largest, it is the largest that Hasbro has ever made. And they only produced this through crowdfunding. So if you weren't in on it a year ago, you didn't get any. To say that it's extremely limited, it's probably the most limited mass-produced Star Wars item to date that I can recall. And it's done in a vintage style box, which you can see here. It's made to look like an old Khetanna style action figure from the 1980s. Khetanna no longer exists, so Hasbro used their logo and kind of the style of their packaging from the vintage line. This is in scale with 3 3/4 figures. The vintage figures would look great on it. The box art has an awful lot of the new figures, which will show at least a more modern look. Okay, so we're going to do an unboxing for the Jabba sail barge. So we're not going to really unpack and do everything, but we're going to at least show you how the box was constructed. It's really nice the box was constructed without tape on a lot of the points. So a lot of these are just flaps that can just come out. One thing you do want to be careful of, which is not really any of your control, is that some of the boxes, well, I believe they were all shipped via FedEx, and depending on your delivery person, might not be in the best condition out of the gate. We were lucky. We purchased 3 of these. The one that I'm opening up is one that I would consider not in very good condition. The other 2 that we got were actually in excellent condition, and we're going to be putting them up on the website for sale. This guy is kind of mine, so I can open up the bad one. And you pull out the back tabs here. Oh, it's nice. Actually, I'm getting the reveal, so I'm going to turn this around in a second so you can see exactly how this works. Now, a little bit of history about the Khetanna, which is the name of Jabba's sail barge. It's probably been on the #1 list of any Star Wars fan, at least for toys, for 35 years. So this really was a huge deal that this toy was actually made. And here you can actually see some of the illustration artwork that's kind of in that retro style. Nobody ever thought we would actually make this, so it's amazing that it actually exists. And here you can see the big reveal. It looks like the ship is packed sideways. I didn't realize that it came with a Jabba figure. So that's something a little bit of a surprise here. We got a little Jabba figure surprise inside in the package. It really looks cool. I mean, they've got the whole thing kind of boarded up. You've got 3 sections here. It looks like most of it is assembled. I'm assuming that there's going to be some pieces on the inside, which we're not going to do right now, that you'll be able to see. We do have a read before unpacking. So if you're going to unpack this and start to assemble everything, you're really going to want to take a look at this package. The main thing that everybody really wants to see is this little guy here, which, as Hasbro said they would do, they packaged it on the outside so you can just kind of slide it out. This is the exclusive Yak Face figure. This is a big deal for Star Wars mint on card collectors because it is not the regular release of the Return of the Jedi figure that was put out a couple of months ago. This is specially packaged, designed for the sail barge, and it emphasizes the power of the Force, which was the last and the rarest of the Star Wars lines. And it even includes a coin, which is similar to the coin from that original line. And the card art is almost exactly the same, but with a new version of Yak Face. And Yak Face, when he was originally released in 1985, is the rarest mass-produced Star Wars figure. So it's nice that they kind of paid homage to it here. The card art is very fun. It has that Star Wars coin offer that they used to have on the old ones. You see a picture of Yak Face and Reese having a party. Disney logo and the Hasbro logo is on this, so it's not going to be confused for the original. But it's really beautiful, and it came in great condition, unpunched. So this is actually a punch. If you wanted to put it on a peg, you could, but the collectability on this particular figure is very high. So really this is a great piece to display. I would just get the Return of the Jedi version if you want to open it up. I believe, and I'm not going to open this up, but I believe that this is some of the parts that go into the Jabba sail barge. I'm assuming that the sails, which are cloth, are going to be here, and they're going to attach to the top. If you want to come take a look at the top of this, just to give you an idea of what it does look like without really going into it. This thing is huge. It really is the full width and the full length. To give you an idea, the Millennium Falcon, the Legacy, which is a huge piece in itself, is probably only this big. So the fact that we've got a ship that's at least 3 feet here, I mean, this is what the span of my hands almost. A really fun piece. If you want to check it out for yourself, if you want to buy it, it's on my website, brooklyncomicsshop.com. We have a lot of exclusive vintage signed comic books and action figures. We even have original mint-on-card Star Wars figures. So feel free to check us out. Thank you for watching.